never slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking. Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
It's your boy Miguel Z with the Value of Wrestling New Japan Rebound Podcast. I've got a guest for you folks at StocktonCon.
What up, everybody? AJ Kirsch here, the voice and the host of StocktonCon. The Value of Wrestling is awesome, so subscribe on YouTube. Scan the QR code right here, now. Subscribe, check it out.
There we go.
You'll be glad you did.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, that part. Hey, man, shout out to Value of Wrestling. I'm right here with the Big O's, San Jose. We gonna shut the shit down. Love and respect, all right? Value of Wrestling. Hello.
Man, thank you, brother. Thank
Oh, Suzanne, you didn't know. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the party, Lade Dade. Welcome to the show. This is your SmackDown post show for June 28, 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the last SmackDown of June. We move into July. That means the year is half over. We are halfway through 2024, and I don't know. After tonight, after last night, after Wednesday night, maybe tonight was the brightest spot. Wednesday night was, and then last night, if you checked out any of the great debate and the highly entertainment, you may be scared to find out what's going to happen by the end of this year. But tonight, we're going to talk about SmackDown. We're going to get excited. We're going to have a little fun, and we're going to cover a lot of other things. And before we get this party rocking, before we get this party started, check the link in the description below, because the Value of Wrestling is now on Patreon, and right after the show, we are going to bring you a special Break It Down episode on Patreon, where we're going to break down the AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling Forbidden Door pay-per-view 2024. We're going to break down the card. We're going to tell you what we think of the card. Miguel Z is going to need some handkerchiefs. He's going to need some Kleenex. He's going to be boo-hooing over in the corner, and then he's going to watch it, and then I don't know what'll happen to him. He may combust, or
We'll see how sober I am Sunday after that show.
He
Just
may
so
run
you
away.
guys know.
He may take off and run away. Anyways, check us out on Patreon. The link is in the description box below. You can check us over there right after this show. we're going to do a recorded program called Break It Down, where we're going to bring that all to you. We'll record it and it'll be there, so make sure you're paying attention to that. That won't be actually live, but it will be over there on the Patreon, along with a lot of other information and stuff. There is a new program on Patreon, or it will be on Patreon if it's not there yet. Wrestling Collectibles has officially gone live, or has been recorded. It's in there. It'll be on Patreon later today if it's not already there, and then it'll be on YouTube later tomorrow, so be watching out for that. And so, yeah, check out Patreon. A lot of great articles of some of the great staff here at the Value Wrestling, putting in hard work, bringing you in-depth knowledge and information about everything that's going on in the world of professional wrestling. Which also means the New Japan Pro Wrestling Rebound is being moved on the YouTube channel to Wednesdays, so that won't be airing on Wednesdays. But if you want to catch it on Tuesdays like you normally do, go over to the Patreon page, sign up. Right now, everything's free. That's all I can tell you. It's all going to be under a free membership. You can do the $1. It's basically like a donation. If you want to donate $1 a month. Right now, there's not a lot that we're giving, but we're going to work there. So we can't promise to always be free. Someday there might be things hidden behind a paywall, and everybody does it. And if you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. But that is life, and the best stuff is going to be behind Earth. And Mr. Z is writing a note. He wants to be the sign guy of the Value of Wrestling. So we're going to anticipate this magic.
No, I got a new whiteboard next to my desk, so the it'll be there for a while. It just says who booked this, because that's the story of this weekend.
Well, it's not about who booked it, who agreed to let it happen. I mean, we can say Tony Khan's booking is bad, but there are other people involved in this pay-per-view that are letting these matches and these gimmicks or the way these stories to be told. So, I mean, do we have to step aside at least for this pay-per-view and go, do we blame Tony because we know what Tony's going to give us, or do we blame other people like a president of a whole wrestling company called New Japan Pro Wrestling? Well, yeah. But
he shouldn't be doing this.
Agreed.
You mean the Scissor Ace, who's going to team up with the Acclaim?
You had to say it.
To take on the Elite?
I might have scissored before, but no, that's not cool.
Hey, no, we heard earlier you are barred from scissoring. You're like AJ Francis and he can't dive. You can't scissor. Oh, did I offend you, AJ Francis? I'm sorry. Sorry about your damn luck. Go dive over it. Oh, wait, sorry. I keep forgetting you're not allowed to do that anymore because, well, you can't.
You can't even tell him. He's blocked all of us, so there's no way of telling us.
Okay, that's on Twitter. Doesn't mean he can't follow us on YouTube and watch us on YouTube and see us go off on him or whatever it is, or see what we're doing.
This is probably the most entertaining thing he watches all day is us.
Goon squad of trivial tribalists that follow around and say that we talk about him and that other guy on NXT. I can't think of his name, but we talk about Tony D'Angelo. That's right. We talk about Tony D'Angelo so much on this channel. I think that's honestly the first time I've ever said Tony D'Angelo's name on this freaking channel.
Yeah.
So
we don't cover NXT, so none of those names get said.
Not yet. Anyways.
Well, I mean, look at that belt. It's still beautiful.
Anyways, looks like Marty Richards has a fact for the night. AT&T sucks. And that's Marty Richards' facts of the night.
Oh, jeez.
Are we ready to have some fun? Are we ready to get this party started? Join in the chat, join in the conversation, say hello if you're here. Anyways, we open SmackDown to the arrival of the Bloodline. Paul Heyman is standing beside, asking Solo Sikoa, is Jacob Fatu here? And Solo Sikoa tells Jacob, no, he is not. And, of course, on the biggest note of the night, before we get anywhere, before we get started, we know that she was there. She was trying to talk to Paul Heyman and the Bloodline, but got cut off. But our good, loving host here, the commentator of the back, the interviewer, Kayla Braxton, has made her final appearance in WWE. Tonight we say goodbye to Kayla Braxton. We wish her the best in future endeavors. She has clarified that this basically is her leaving WWE and professional wrestling. She doesn't see her future in wrestling. She isn't doing this to continue a career in another wrestling company. So everybody who's thinking she's going to show up on another wrestling company. That she's already very much clarified. No, I'm going on to bigger and different things. And bigger and different things for her. I know a lot of people are going to feel like WWE is the biggest thing. I get that. But for her, she's going on to bigger and better things. And we wish her the best. Can't wait to see what she does. And we at the Value Wrestling will definitely follow her for whatever she does. Oh, we get a replay of everything there. The Samoan Werewolf from last week. The Bloodline's here. Heyman's talking to him. Are they here? The music hits. The Bloodline shows up. We get the Roman Reigns champs. Heyman is looking a little disheveled at the moment. He looked like he hasn't slept in days. And Paul and Heyman knows how to pull that off. Suddenly, we flash to the back, and the car pulls up with Cody, Kevin, and Randy, looking like the Hit Squad, the Mob Squad, the Goon Squad, ready to show up to take out the Bloodline. They rush the Bloodline before the Bloodline ever make it to the ring, and a fight breaks out. They take out the 3 members of the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, and Tongaleo, before security comes out and breaks it up. And then they take out the security, and then Nick Aldis goes back and gets the New York NYPD. And then the whole world's scared because it's the New York Police Department. I guess that's because you never know what the New York Police Department will do. So, yeah, that pretty much stopped it. Cody and the group left the ringside and eventually escorted back into their car where they would leave. Cody, Randy, and Kevin got on the mic. They talked about all the pain that the Bloodlines caused them. Randy having been dealing with them for 2 years, and they put him on the shelf for 18 months. Cody claims the Bloodline only sees victims in the ring right now, while Cody sees a dangerous man like Owens, a 14-time world champion, a first ballot Hall of Famer Randy Orton, and he sold out MSG. He should be defending the title against a worthy opponent. Said he's fighting a war with the Bloodline that he should have already finished at WrestleMania. And of course, Aldis comes out with that. Cody warns there's no tribal chief or head of the table for this Bloodline. All he sees is Solo as a seat filler. Great way to open the match. Or not great way to open the match. Great way to open the show. Great way to get this started. A great street fight. A reason for Cody and the group. Randy Orton, Kevin Owens to leave the arena. Of course, the Bloodline got to stay because they get to have their acknowledgement ceremony. But overall, great way to open this show and get us going, getting the blood pumping, getting the excitement going, and getting those "We Want Roman" chants. Gentlemen, your thoughts? This is WWE, not AEW, man. There's stuff to talk about. Come on.
There is. It's just what I really want to talk about is at the end.
Well, we will get to
I will
the
say
end
in
when
general,
the end gets there.
I know. That's why I'm
Don't get trigger
trying to
happy.
choose my words here.
You got to hold it. I know Miguel, when he starts stroking his sweener, he's got to hold back the trigger. But hey, we'll get there.
No wiener today.
Let's just say it was a great way to start the show. Get hyped, especially with the brawl between the Bloodline and the, I don't know what you want to call Cody and
The
RKO.
The WWE Elite.
Oh, hell.
No.
The best thing since the Elite.
Best thing before the Elite?
Anyways, yes, it's Cody Rhodes and the RKO brothers now. So it's not RKO bro, it's RKO.
Yes. But point being, though, is it was a great way to open the show. I'll leave it at that.
Mr. Z, your thoughts? Or are you getting messages from your friends over in AEW going, please help?
No.
Or you still crying over Scissor Ace?
Why you gotta hurt my feelings like that? What did I ever say to you? Did I disrespect you today?
Well, you did
I
earlier.
say something
You
bad about
posted
Marty?
something in the group chat that I had posted yesterday, and I'm like, you didn't see when I wrote about this when Tony Khan had the Fox thing, and it said that, and I had posted that yesterday saying he's a fool, and then you went and posted it today. So yeah, you did. You are a little bit in the doghouse. So there you go.
That was that. Well, I'm not on my phone 24/7, so I'm sorry, guys. But it was a stellar way to start up the show. It got everybody going. KO with the big splash off the balcony. I loved it. It's been a while since we've seen someone actually do that, make it look good. just the proper way to get the crowd kicked off and ready for the night because we had no idea what was to come next.
One of my favorite parts is when Randy told the security guard to look over there and an arcade load him out of nowhere. I was like, you don't do that with Randy. You never take your eyes off Randy. Everybody should know that.
Right?
I mean, come on. Even Cody, even Kevin Owens and Cody should know. Don't take your eyes off of Randy. Anything can happen.
Yep.
After the match, we get our first Money in the Bank qualifier match. After that, we get our first. After the break, we're going to get our first Money in the Bank qualifier match. We come back to recap of the opening of the brawl. Where all three of the good guys are walking back. Kayla asks y'all just for a comment on what's just happened and gets blown off by Cody Owens and Randy as they drive off in the car. Back in the ring, we have Tiffany Stratton because it's Tiffy time. She's followed by Candice LeRae, and the poor woman gets no pop. I think she got a pop for who she is. I don't think she got no pop, Mr. Person. But she's also a heel, so she's not really out there trying to get a pop. I think Candice LeRae is doing a great job in the character she's in. Don't crap on her for not getting a pop. And then we got Jade Cargill. Well, just saying, for somebody to say, oh, she got no pop, I'm like, well, she's kind of a heel, but she got a little buzz, a little boo. So, I mean, it's like, no, I don't expect her to get a giant pop, but she's still doing some good work out there. It's just like, don't act like she's not worthy of being in this moment. And she almost looked like she was going to win this match at the time. Jade Cargill, Candice LeRae, Tiffany Stratton gave us a good, solid match between these three. Eventually, Nia Jax came down for a distraction, which didn't brought top Bianca Belair. And then somewhere in the midst of this, between as Jade Cargill wound up outside, Nia Jax went over closer. This brought Bianca Belair to go over to confront Nia Jax. They started bickering back and forth. And out of nowhere, Indy Hartwell shoves Jade Cargill into the ring post, incapacitating her, which almost gave Candice LeRae an opportunity to put away Tiffany Stratton. But in the end, Tiffany Stratton hits the prettiest moonsault ever. Get the win at 9 minutes, 7 seconds. A good match here. Tiffany Stratton is moving on into the women's ladder in the Bank Money match, which I'm not mad about. Luckily, it's not Jade Cargill. They're not going to go to shoot her to the moon right now. But Tiffany Stratton, another good name that you can put in here. You got Chelsea Green, Tiffany Stratton. I mean, I think you've got some names in here that are potential winners. Your thought, gentlemen?
It's real simple. They went with the right winner, and they protected Jade.
Yes.
I mean, they made the right moves.
Yes. And continued storylines with all the extra entities of Nia Jax, Bianca Belair, and Indy Hartwell. Mr. Z.
I didn't see anything wrong with the result. They got the right winner out of it. Like you said, protected Jade. All your outside interferences, what they're dealing with, they keep those going. I mean, just more build for other things to come.
Exactly. In the back, Naomi is warming up with Bailey shows up and they make fun of Tiffany. Bailey expects Naomi to win the whole thing. Then there's Blair Davenport to rain on their parade and walks off. That sends us a break. Post-match, we see Michin asking Aldis for a match with Nia Jax. And then the Street Profits arrive with B-Fab wanting a match with the Bloodline. Aldis says maybe next week, but here is Pretty Deadly to show up to just ruin everybody's night. It's Pretty Deadly are willing to deliver a pitch. They want a Pretty Deadly musical. Wouldn't that be excitement? Excitement for sure. Pretty Deadly, the musical, what everybody wants to see. The Profits run them down. Montez Ford wants a match with Pretty Deadly, and Aldis is willing to make that way. So, Pretty Deadly and the Street Profits look like they are on a cruising course at next week's SmackDown. Also next week on SmackDown, the WWE World Tag Team, the WWE Tag Team Championships will be on the line as A-Town Down Under will face DIY for the titles. With the titles on, will be some entertaining stuff next week. Building up to be a hot show as we head into Money in the Bank. Next, we get a recap of the feud between LA Knight and Logan Paul. Santos Escobar is in the ring with the rest of Legado del Fantasma. They're on the stage with him. What? He heads to the ring with the rest of Legado del Fantasma. They are on the stage with him, but they don't follow him to ringside. LA Knight falls with his usual big pop. We head to break. After Knight gets in the ring, post break, we see Solo and Heyman back. Heyman brings up that Cody Owens and Randy having been removed from the venue. He asked what they're doing tonight and asked, where is Fatu? This is what Paul Heyman asked. He's asking Solo, where is Jacob Fatu and what are they doing tonight? Solo hears him and will use the advice of his wise man, and says Fatu isn't here because Heyman said it was too dangerous. Heyman is Solo's wise man, and that's what they're making official tonight. Back in the ring, here comes the Maverick Logan Paul. Logan Paul has a mic and his U.S. title. He talks his way to the ring and says he's performing tonight in a historic arena. To truly understand what it takes to be here, he brought someone to be in his corner who's won in Madison Square Garden before, and then brings out Tyrese Halliburton from the Indiana Pacers, formerly of your Sacramento Kings, if anybody's paying attention. That earns some kind of profanity chant as we're getting cut off, the feed cut off stuff, but Logan does bring him down to the ring. Very interesting that WWE is heading to NXT where the censorship is going to go away. Even Triple H says they're going to have more free to say stuff, and news reports are coming out that Warner Brothers Discovery is locking down on AEW and their languages. Now they're going to be more censored. So it's very funny. WWE is heading to a place where they're not going to be censored. AEW is heading to a place where they're starting to get censored. And the last time a wrestling company started getting what was hot and doing what they wanted and started getting censored, what happened to that company?
The term standards and practices come to mind.
Oh yes. You suppose they'll go find the two brothers? I forget what their names are.
Ron and Don?
Yeah, Ron and Don. You supposed to show up in AEW as standards and practices?
The Harris brothers.
This is where Vince Russo and Jeff Jarrett show up too?
Oh no.
Oh jeez. Jarrett's already there.
Yes.
Hey bro.
Bro.
No.
Hey bro.
No. Shut it down.
Wait, bro.
No.
Bro. I wonder
What
if
is
we
wrong
could
with
get,
you? What is wrong with all y'all?
No, bro, seriously, I wonder, bro, if we could get more bros than Vince Russo did on a less than 1 hour TV show, bro. Because, I mean, that bro, what did they count? 353 bros in like less than an hour, bro? I mean, they had to record that stuff, bro, just to count how many bros he was going to say on that show, bro. Like, they thought about that before they even let him get started when he started talking about bro this and bro that. Bro?
Yeah.
And if Mr. Z would look up and see the face on Mr. Clarke's face as we're sitting here like, bro, you know what I mean, bro? I'm so ready for the great bro off. Heck, you know what? I think the great bro off should be like this. Bro, you should have Vince Russo bro there with Matt Riddle bro, and they can be broing, and suddenly in the middle of the great bro off, you can have Jim Cornette come in and just take them both out. And then we'll never have to worry about broing again.
No, because that's when you have the Ultimate Bro show up, Bros of Joe Brody.
Now,
at least that would make sense.
Speaking of bro, the Ultimate Bro, Joseph Brody, he would over-bro them all, and we love Joseph Brody. We can't wait to meet him, and someday I think hopefully we will get the Ultimate Bro, Joe Brody, with the Almighty One in church. So that is something to see. That would be very, very entertaining from what I'm hearing. But speaking of Bro Joe Brody, that does remind me of a friend of his and a friend of ours, the one and only AJ Kirsch. Ladies and gentlemen, he has made it into the final 8 of the Health and Fitness magazine competition. He's raising funds for childhood cancer and financial aid, meaning he's raising money to help finance the support and research and helping children face cancer, helping so they don't have to have cancer, but also raising money in that same package for families. Because when families are trying to help their children through cancer, it really takes them for them to be there with the way they want to or be there full time. A lot of these families have to give up their lives and move into basically hospitals. This is what St. Jude has become. Is pretty much a hospital with living quarters. They have homes on the grounds for the families and everything. So it's set up so this money helps them pay for the financial aid, whether it's living costs, whether it's food costs, whether it's just the hospital bills that they may not be able to afford, because cancer is not fun and not an enjoyable time. But that is where we are. So you can go into the description. There's a link below. You can click on that. Go vote. The votes are back open. He's in the final 8. He needs to stay at number 1. We need to push number 1. You get 1 free vote a day, so make sure you go get your free vote. And then wait until the announcement when votes are double, because then you can donate money to get votes. If you want to donate now, that's fine. But there is a time that votes are worth double So you can pay your money and you get double the votes. And we need to make sure that we do everything. And that's the Value Wrestling family. Everybody can hear me to go vote for AJ Kirsch, our buddy, our friend, our ally here within the Value Wrestling. He is a good friend, a good supporter. He is in our opening, or he's in our shout out opening, along with the Simone Werewolf Jacob Fatu. If you didn't know, now you do. AJ Kirsch, we respect you. We thank you for what you're doing, and we hope that you win. You know, because in the end, that's the ultimate goal.
Yes.
He's going to win to be in the magazine. I guess it's a spread in the magazine. I don't know what they call it nowadays. So we're hoping that
I think it's still a spread.
Why do you say that with a grin and a smile and a twinkle in
Glory,
your eye?
okay,
This
over there.
mother trucker over here goes, I think it's a spread. And you can see the twinkle in his eye and the grin. And, good God.
And just for Mr. Clarke's expression, that's all I did it for.
Bro, why you got to go there, bro? We already went up his nerves, bro, because we already talked about the bro off, bro. Why you got to be like that, bro? You got to sit over there like, with a twinkle in his eyes and a grin on his face. He goes, I think they call it a spread, bro.
My ninjas, what is wrong with you?
Mr. Clarke is so
It's
fed up.
Friday, baby.
And you're in
It's
trouble.
Friday.
And you're in trouble, bro, because, bro, you started the bro off. If you wouldn't have said the bro word, we would have been okay. But you were like, bro, I just mentioned Vince Russo, but you had to bring up the whole 353
Ooh,
bros
boy.
to the Brolin. A bro. Anyways, Money in the Bank qualifying match. Santos Escobar, LA Knight, Logan Paul with Tyrese Halliburton. I forget who was in the crowd. There was somebody else in the crowd that was a basketball player there for the New York Knicks. Tells you that I don't really know who plays for the New York Knicks and don't really watch that much basketball. I do support the local Sacramento Kings because I have been supporting them since I was a kid. But if you're a Sacramento Kings fan, you kind of go, we know what we're getting into every year. Anyways, good solid match between these three men. Everybody kind of brought it. You almost thought Santos was going to pull it out because of the feud between Knight and Logan Paul. But in the end, kind of shockingly here, picks up a big win at 12-24. I'm not mad about it, but it just I didn't know if they would have gone with him or if they were going to go with Logan Paul or if they were going to cancel each other out and give an opportunity to Santos Escobar. But no, we're going to get LA Knight in the Money in the Bank match. Another name that you could say could definitely win this and definitely could carry the Money in the Bank and make it make sense. Push after the match, we got Logan Paul and Tyrese Halliburton surrounding Knight. This didn't bring out Jalen Brunson with the chair to even at the end. So Brunson is the guy that is a Knicks player, blah, 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 all from a jaw jack. Hopefully we're not going to have a repeat of whatever it was from WCW, whether it be Hog Wild or that would have been Hog Wild or
Oh no!
Don't
Put that out into the ether.
When they had DDP and Karl Malone teaming up to take on Hulk Hogan and Dennis Rodman, I don't know if I need to see Logan Paul and Tyrese Halliburton against L.A. Knight, yeah, bro, and Jalen Bronson.
What? Bro, where'd you get that one from? We're talking about LA Knight now.
Oh my
What?
goodness!
Get what now? I'm confused. We just talked
Never
about.
mind.
Are you talking because
I don't want to be having
Knight,
any tasty
bro?
toast tonight. So
L.A. Knight,
Good
bro.
Lord.
Yeah, bro.
no.
Yeah, bro. You know, bro. Anyways, I'm just saying they brought these basketball guys in. Hopefully they don't do some weird thing where they do a tag team match. Just
Well, that's why I told you. Don't bring it up. Don't even say it. They don't need it. Don't bring that into the ether.
I know this is not
Right.
Tony Khan. At least I have more faith. It's not Tony Khan. Okay. If I felt it was Tony Khan, I probably wouldn't say it. Then you'd say it because you love.
I'm still
Tasty
waiting
Toast.
for.
That's what we need to do.
What?
Bro. Tasty
No!
Toast. Hey, we need to create a poll on the Patreon.
What?
We need to create a poll on our Patreon so people can go vote on the Patreon about what Tasty Toast should be. Should they be a snack, kind of like Teddy Graham? Should it be a foot that comes with this in front? Should it be a gummy? Should it be some type of special gummy so Mr. Z can sit on air and eat Tasty Toast, not just do Tasty Toast.
On air.
On air, he could eat his own Tasty Toast. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to, I think we'll put a poll up. I'll leave it up to Mr. Clarke. We'll put it up. We'll see what you like. Maybe we'll explore the opportunities. We are really interested in creating an actual Tasty Toast. It is a bad joke, but I think we could actually make it into a yummy treat. It's just figuring out what treat you would all buy.
It's a bad joke, but there's a market for that people will buy it. That's
Well,
the sad
there's a lot
part.
of people like you, bro, who like to put their foot in mouth,
I am
bro.
not a feet guy, so don't put me out there.
You're not a foot guy. You're not a foot guy. The only guy who
No.
constantly puts his foot in his mouth, bro, like all the time, bro. Oh, I guess not on a WWE show, right, bro? I guess we got to wait till Sunday when we're talking about AEW, bro, and then you'll put your foot in the mouth.
Yes. Wait till Sunday. Just because you don't want a mama win on a pole match,
bro. Moving along, bro. In the back, Apollo Crews and Baron Corbin are talking like, Jobber 1 and Jobber 2, like you play the WWE 2K24, and these are the 2 jobbers you face in one of the towers of the week, so you can get on with your My Faction, whatever it is. These are the guys that you face when you create a wrestler that you face in the very beginning that make your matches kind of painful, or they're the side characters like, I want to match with you, and you're like, no, not really, you're not worth it. Anyways, they're debating who might win the briefcase and then celebrate Escobar's loss. And then Carmelo Hayes, not Carmella, but Carmelo Hayes shows up for some reason. He wants to run merch ideas by Apollo and Baron Corbin. So, bro, can somebody please explain why he would want to run merch ideas past Apollo and Baron like they know anything about merch? Hayes just keeps talking, and Corbin says Hayes has no shot at winning the briefcase. Hayes says when he wins, he's going to make a shirt that says Carmelo in the bank. And I'm kind of like, didn't we have this with Carmella and everything? I think we talked about this last week. Anyways, this was a segment that I don't know. I guess these are the 3 that are going to have a match next week for the final spot in this thing. Apollo Crews, Baron Corbin, and Carmelo. No, Carmelo Hayes is already in it, ain't he?
Yeah, he's already in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't understand any of this. It just kind of happened.
Just to get him on TV, I assume.
They pulled a Tony
Well, keep
Khan
in mind
and
that Baron Corbin has won it and has lost it. So,
bro, why do we care, bro? Why are we
again.
talking about Baron Corbin, bro? I mean, what did him and the Money in the Bank have to do with anything? His Money in the Bank run was as significant as I think Rhodes Scholars.
Damien Sandow.
Yes, Damien Sandow had a better run with Money in the Bank briefcase than Baron Corbin did. Bro.
When did we get Big Time Russo on this show?
Anyways, after that, we get a beautiful tribute to Siaki Anawai. Funny, Anawai did pass away. The big announcement. This is the first time I think we've all been on channel to talk about it. Siaki Anawai, the father to Joseph Anawai, better known as Roman Reigns, did pass away earlier this week. And with that being said, we are going to give our 60 seconds of silence in remembrance of Siaki Anawai, one half of the Wild Samoans. Siaki Anawai will forever be a legend in the professional wrestling
I thought
world.
it was pronounced Sika.
Sika. There you go.
It's
Why am I
Sika.
saying it so horrible?
Yeah.
I don't. Sika
Okay.
Anawai. Anyways, we know he is headed to the big wrestling ring in the sky, and thank you for everything you've done. Anyways, After that, we get a great video package of Andrade talking about how he's going to win the Money in the Bank and everything that means. We get some great footage there from Andrade. Then from there, we're backstage with Blair Davenport, who gets no reaction as she walks out. Why does this person get no reaction? Bro, get a life.
Why is the person you're getting your notes from is so bitter?
Because they're not watching AEW. You know how that goes. Anyways, Indy Hartwell got the jobber entrance. Wow. Naomi Paulus actually breaks up the crowd a little bit. Anyways, we have Blair Davenport, Naomi, and Indy Hartwell. A good solid match here. Another one where you didn't know who was really going to win this. But in the end, Naomi hits a head kick and then a bubba boom to get the pin at 9 minutes, 42 seconds. Naomi is going on to the Money in the Bank. Will she be the Money in the Bank winner? There's a possibility there. There's a good chance. Make a good storyline. You got Chelsea Green in there, and then you got Tiffy Time. So, I mean, there's a lot of contenders that could be winning this Money in the Bank. It's going to be interesting to watch. It's going to be a lot more fun to watch next weekend's Money in the Bank pay-per-view than this weekend's AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling's Forbidden Door. Bro. It's a combined...
I can honestly say that this is one of those few Money in the Bank matches where you don't know who's going to win. Like, I can't call it on this at this point.
Well, that's the good thing. That's what we want.
Yeah. I'll be honest about this match, though. I was actually rooting for Blair Davenport.
I was too.
But I'm not mad that Naomi won. I just kind of want to see them do something with Blair.
Well, they did a lot backstage with her, so they really kind of hyped you to think she was going to do something, and then it was like, no. Not now, bro.
Clearly.
Literally.
Yeah.
Anyways, next week, Jade and Belair are going to team up to take on Leah.
LeRae and Indy. Bleep, that's all, folks.
Bro, we are done, bro. We got to go to bed, bro. Anyways, next week, Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair will take on Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. Why did you do first names and then one last name? Like, that's where you... Jade Cargill, Bianca. Okay, we did it first name, last name, first name. Can we do, like the same thing? Can it be Belair and Cargill against LeRae and Hartwell, or is it going to be,
And folks, they think I'm not sober most of the time. I mean, the guy who does the notes, jeez.
Bro,
right?
Bro, when have we ever said you're not sober, bro? What we only accuse you of is having foot in
Y'all
mouth,
know
bro.
I'm not, so I mean, it's nothing new.
Anyways, Pretty Deadly will take on the Street Profits. DIY is going to get a tag team match against Syria and Waller. In the back, Byron Saxton's with DIY. Ciampa brings up the history in Toronto where they won the tag team titles in NXT. And then we get broken up because Austin Theory walks in the ring. Theory thought about what happened a couple weeks ago. Gargano says they weren't aiming at him, but Waller pulled him in the line of fire. Theory says Waller is his friend, but Gargano interrupts and tells Waller isn't his friend. Waller shows up, attacks Gargano from behind, and then takes out Ciampa. Theory grabs Waller and pulls him away and says, "Let's go, bro." So, interesting segment that Theory stopped him from beating up on his former daddy. Because Theory used to, Ciampa
used to be the way.
Gargano used to be Theory's daddy in a way. Not just in the way, but in a way, bro.
You give me like Christian is to Nick Wayne? Kind of like his daddy, but not really?
Bro, you had to bring up the worst fatherhood in professional wrestling. See, this is where you put your foot in mouth. This is where Tasty Toes come in. Because you're trying to make a comparison where the way was way better, bro. The patriarchy crap. Nick Wayne is an obsolete side character in a story of nothing, my friend. I'm still waiting for the fountains. I'm still waiting for the Fountains of Wayne to write a song about Nick Wayne's mom, bro.
Oh, damn it!
Can't you see Miguel with a ukulele going? Nick Wayne's mom has got it going on. Nick
She's sleeping with Christian and something stomping on AEW where they make you cry. But Nick Wayne's mom has got it going on. Nick Wayne's mom has got it going on. Nick Wayne, can't you see? We don't watch for you at all. Because we watch to see your mommy. And not your daddy either. But anyways. Back to SmackDown.
Off track, folks.
We get another
Sorry,
recap
guys.
of how the show started. And to the ring for the second time this night, we have Solo Sikoa marching out with the Tongas, as they're being referred to, Tamatonga and Tongaleo. And Heyman into looking like a disheveled man. We've only seen him like this once before. I think this is when he was going to get, I forget when we last seen him. It was one of the worst times when he was going to either get beat by Brock Lesnar or somebody else. And bro, I tell you each and every week, bro, AT&T sucks. Marty Richards was right. Because there goes oh, welcome back, bro. And now we know that AT&T doesn't got it going on.
AT&T
You keep
sucks.
talking about it, but I can't get mad at it because I currently have my daughter and a company over in the living room using the other TV, so that takes up a lot of internet. I ain't even mad.
All right, bro. You're full of a lot of excuses tonight, bro, but we'll take them for what they are, bro.
Don't Tony Khan us.
Yes, yeah, exactly. What's next, bro? You gonna blame Shelton Cooper because he wasn't on before we came on the air, bro? Is that your story? I didn't get the lead in from Shelton Cooper, bro. That's why we're here. Anyways,
We don't need a lead in. Last time I checked, we don't need lead ins.
we're the best damn at this. But anywho, at least AT&T worked at Realm of Warriors Championship Wrestling Summer Heat event in Lodi, California. Your hotspot say working all day coming out of AT&T. So I guess we were in the hot spot for AT&T, if you know what I mean.
And it'll be there again for us later when we go back, so it's all good.
Which is going to be October 26th. The next major event coming out of the Realm of Warriors Championship Wrestling. As the details become more clear, we will be letting you know exactly what's going on. Of course, the next big event that you're going to see Miguel Z and myself, and depending on certain things, maybe Marty Richards will show up there on that day. Who knows? We'll see, but we'll talk about more of that later. But the next big event is going to be Stockton Con, July 13th and 14th in Stockton, California. We're going to be there. We're going to be hanging out. We're probably going to shoot some live videos. I still haven't heard anybody about media passes, so I don't know. But we're going to be there, and we're going to be checking out Kevin Nash, Sting, The Godfather, and the indie god himself, Matt Cardona. Matt Cardona, we're coming to talk to you. The Value Wrestling wants to have a powwow with you, bro. Because you are the broski, bro, right? Woo, 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 bro.
Damn! Now he won't talk to us.
know
Thanks,
it.
man. That's
Bro, he just chopped somebody at a birthday party, bro, that gave him money. So, bro, has just said on air that I love money, bro. So he'll do whatever for money, I guess, bro. I don't know. Bro.
No. We're not.
What?
We're not
Ooh.
putting me out.
Thank you.
No.
Put it mouth. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Cardona, can I pay you to chop Mr. Z, please? What's your price?
Radio silence.
And again,
Hit him with radio silence.
ladies and gentlemen, this is why Mr. Z is the man that will one day be the face of Tasty Toes. I think we're gonna get a cartoon face of his face on there. That's what you need. You don't need that. You need his face in cartoon form, smiling. You know, and it just needs to be Tasty Toes. Tasty Toes has got it going on. Tasty Toes is what Miguel Z really likes to eat. Tasty Toes. You know it. Anyways, the Bloodline coming to the ring. Are you back? Are you back with us?
Yeah, well, I just told the wife what you guys were saying, and she's endorsing it. So I mean,
Yeah.
it is what it is at this point.
Because she knows. She knows what Tasty Toes is all about. She understands. She gets it. I can't wait. I really want to make a treat. I think my best suggestion so far was something like
Teddy Grahams.
Teddy Grahams, you know, because at least we can put them in a couple different flavors. They can look like a foot. They can be an easy bite-sized snack. And it'd be hilarious. I can see your big old
The
face on there.
the fact that you planned this out. I mean, Jesus.
Dude, you think you're joking? You don't know
Have you
us?
not seen this partnership? Have you not seen this partnership? I brand it, he sells it.
Exactly. Do you not know how this works? Me and this man can feud over everything and nothing, but at the end of the day, we always come back for business.
And you wonder why I sat there and put you two double team me every week on air so everyone knows.
Hold on now. Watch
get
what you
beat
say
up.
about double teaming you, bro.
Thank you.
I know you're like a fan of the Bang Bang game, bro. But talking about how we double team you each and every week, bro, is a little ridiculous, bro. Because you need to clarify, bro, that it's not like, you know, some something, you know, like on something. Because, you know, bro, I like banana cream pie and peach pie and, you know, peach pie with a little vanilla ice cream. That stuff's real good, bro. So, I mean, you know.
But none of that strudel.
All right. No strudel.
I hope no.
None of that meat
strudel.
sauce.
Oh boy, now, bro, you're gonna go down the meat match, meat. You gotta go there, don't you, bro? You love talking about strudel, meat beating, meaty meat, and meat sauce, and you wonder why you're going to be the face of Tasty Toes. The next treat you're gonna see the Value Wrestling, and we're gonna get it on store shelves. It'll be at Walmart. I promise you, we're gonna get it there. We are going to do this. We're going to brand it. We're going to find a way to make it. It's going to be
Walmart?
Tasty
Shit,
Toes.
Dollar Tree. It'll sell.
Dude, it's going to go wherever we put it, and it's going to sell because everybody's going to want Tasty Toes. Tasty Toes is going to be
Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree. It's the greatest snack place ever.
Bro. Look, Tasty Toes is going to be the next hot treat, bro. People are going to be buying Tasty Toes. And we're going to sell more than Mr. Beast and his Beast Bars. We're going to make Tasty Toes a pastime treat, bro. You're going to go to every wrestling event, and you're going to be able to go to the concession stand, bro, and get tasty treats on demand. We're going to have tasty treats and chocolate chip. We're going to have peanut butter Tasty Toes because, you know, that's the right flavor right there. Maybe we'll get some cinnamon-flavored Tasty Toes. You know, maybe we'll get some Chipotle spicy ones for you, my friend, because, bro, you know, We'll figure it out. We're gonna make these some yummy, tasty little cookie treats or something, bro. We're gonna light the world up. People are gonna be singing about Tasty Toes. It's all gonna start right here on the Value Wrestling, bro. So see, you're good for something.
Damn.
What was better, the zinger or his slow reaction to the zinger?
The reaction.
Dang.
Yeah.
And it's not dang. If you're gonna do it and it's gonna be wrestling, you always gotta be. Get it right.
I don't want to get hit with copyright infringement. It's okay.
I can't copyright that.
You'd be surprised.
The mannerisms may be, no word no.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're gonna finish up this. Ladies and gentlemen, don't you want to see more of us? Don't you want to tune in to what might happen? Because see, here we're somewhat censored. Now go put us on Patreon, put us behind a wall. Who knows what you're gonna get when it comes
Wait.
Well, there's no
Watch how you
censorship.
phrase that.
But there is no
Putting us
censorship.
behind the wall together. I don't know.
Bro, why do you always take something so damn deep to the point? I mean, you're talking about meat beating, bro. You're talking about double teaming, bro. And now you're all
just
worried
said
about.
put us behind a wall.
I put us behind a paywall. I don't know how you take a wall.
No,
and
you
make it
said
dirty.
wall first. You didn't say pay.
Wow. What's so dirty about being behind a wall, bro? What do you know about being behind a wall? Did you go down into San Francisco and did you go down by the beach and go behind a wall, bro? Did you figure it out firsthand? Is this what you're talking about? Do you need to share? Do we need to have some big time journeys powwow time? Do I need to go switch everything over and bring you on air and have that talk about what happened to you behind the wall? Did you get cornered? Go ahead.
Or did you meet someone from the world of Edgar Allan Poe, and you were literally behind a brick wall?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, was
A
it a
little
brick
isolated,
wall?
a little not enough air in there, maybe.
Were you mad because you didn't want another brick in the wall? Hey, teachers, leave those kids alone.
Leave them kids alone.
Can we finish the show?
To finish the show, bro, but you're all upset about walls, bro. So I felt like we.
You said put us behind the wall.
I
Watch how you say it.
I meant to pay. How is behind a wall? Am I missing something? Is this a new slang term? It's something behind the wall that I don't know about because I'm confused. I said wall, and you're all like bloodshot red, scared of walls. Like, I don't know, did somebody take you out behind a wall at some high school in that city that we're all too familiar with and go gang banging or what? I mean,
no.
We don't need no education.
Don't ride your bicycle at night, right? Anyways. Especially down Wilson Way. But that's a whole different story for a whole different place and a whole different podcast. But anyways, no, you're the one who got upset because I said, put us behind a wall and you don't know what's going to happen. And your mind went way over there when I was just like, you never know what we're going to talk about because you see what we do here and we try to keep it as censored and safe as we can. You put it where there's no censoring and we can say whatever comes
We're going to
off.
be safer than AEW. That's how we are on YouTube, folks.
But AEW is the safest place in wrestling. It's because it's where the best wrestle. It's the safest place. And everything Tony Khan says is true because that's how Tony Khan sees it. Anyway, are we good? Have you gotten over your wall?
Yeah.
Are you on the other side?
I'm fine.
Anyways, the Bloodline comes out to the ring, and the crowd chants for Roman. Solo says they have business. Before they get to that, he must introduce the newest member of the Bloodline, the Samoan Werewolf, his enforcer, Jacob Fatu. And if you haven't noticed, Jacob Fatu did change his Twitter handle to Jacob Fatu WWE. He's no longer under the Samoan Werewolf. Anyways, Fatu has music hits, and I don't know why, but Jacob Fatu has the best ring entrance music and the best ring entrance presence. They made this man look like $1 million in 2 seconds. I mean, the music and the entrance and the flames and everything they had, I'm like, man, he's already above Solo. I mean, Solo over here trying to pretend he's the head of the table. I'm kind of like, I feel like Jacob Fatu. Oh, yeah, Jacob Fatu, his music, the whole entrance, the whole presentation they gave me, you're just like, yeah, this man's going to be a badass. They are putting money behind this guy on a whole different level, and it's just sad because you're like, okay, can we not get a little bit of that for Tama and Tongaleo? Are we good over there?
Mm-hmm.
There's something over there bugging you?
Well, I'm trying to put my fan on me because I'm a little hot.
Oh, okay. I just see you go like this with your head, and I'm like, is something falling?
My fan is on my desk, so yes.
I just all of a sudden see you going, and I'm like, what? I'm missing something here. Anyways, he comes out to the best entrance. I mean, there's no doubt this entrance was just top notch. I'm like, they put money, they're invested in this man. This man is going to be a future Hall of Famer and probably a champion. This is going to be some awesome stuff. Anyways, we get to the point where Solo takes the mic, tells Madison Square Garden to acknowledge him. Heyman loses his mind briefly. And thank God for Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman is one of the greatest character actors you'll ever see. When it comes to stuff like this, Paul Heyman, losing his mind is on a level that you're just like, thank you, Paul. And honestly, Paul Heyman, we love you, we respect you, we love everything you've done for this business. If you were to walk away tomorrow and never come back, your legacy is great. But tonight, oh, I love what Heyman did here. Losing his mind over this. He then calls up Tama. Tama acknowledges, he calls up Tama, his right-hand man. Tama comes up and acknowledges Solo. Briefly, I believe, speaking in Samoan before he says, I acknowledge you. Tonga Leo comes up. Leo acknowledges Solo, saying, I love you, blah, blah, blah. And then he calls Jacob Fatu. Fatu comes over, says his bit, and acknowledges Solo as his tribal chief, as his head of the table. Only one left, and Solo walks up to Heyman. Heyman looks fed up with this. Solo gives him one chance to acknowledge him. Leo brings out a bag, and they dump out this ceremonial lei. And Solo says to acknowledge him as the tribal chief. Heyman looks in total distraught. He looks in total disbelief. He is in tears. He is just blown away, asking, where did you guys get these? Where did you get these? Because the ceremonial lei was, last seen on Roman. I love how Paul Heyman is selling, like, oh my God, what are we doing here? He then says he loves Solo, and he acknowledges that Solo is not his tribal chief. And I think everybody's heart instantly broke for Heyman. You just knew, like, there was this moment you're like, yes, we get babyface momentarily Heyman, and then you knew he didn't hit that. Oh crap, this isn't gonna go good. You had that double take of like, Paul's gonna stand up against something. Yay! Paul Heyman doing the right thing, not being a cowardly chicken, which is always heartwarming because we've always seen Paul Heyman as a cowardly chicken, undermining the heel, the guy that was always there to wiggle his way out of something. And so for when we get these little brief moments where we get to see the other side of Paul Heyman's acting, you're just like, yes. But at the same time, you knew as soon as he finished that sentence, and he did too, that his time was up. He's carried this thing since Roman has been gone. Solo instantly hits a Samoan spike on Heyman, then calls for more violence. Fatu climbs up on the top rope and crushes Heyman in the middle of or hits a flying headbutt on Heyman. The referees come running out of the back quicker than I've ever seen referees come down, and we're instantly after Fatu hit that head drop. Those refs were right there on Heyman checking if he was okay. They didn't dismantle the announce table, and the Tongans helped lift Fatu up for a power bomb that almost slipped. Heyman almost slipped, but he was able to get up. And they here they say it was a shield power bomb, and it wasn't really a shield power bomb because when the shield did it, all three of them. No, Jacob Fatu slowly. They help the Tongans help him lift Heyman up, but Fatu put him through the table all by himself. Heyman took a nasty. He didn't take a nasty landing, but he took a nasty power bomb through the table. Not that it was a nasty landing, but it was just like, oh, poor Heyman taking that. And the refs were instantly on Heyman, checking him. The crowd started chanting, "Fuck you, Solo." And that was the end of the show as the Bloodline stood tall with their acknowledged finger in the air. That was your SmackDown. Way they ended it. And what a beautiful sight. What a beautiful sight. Thank you, Heyman. Mad respect. Heyman took a major bump through a table. And he deserves all the respect in the world for taking that big of a bump at his age and not being in the best physical condition, risking it all to go through the table, risking it all to continue the storyline. I think people were probably on pins and needles through some of this, thinking somebody was going to come out and save Heyman. But the other aspect, you're like, does Heyman really have anybody to save him? But what does this mean now is going to be the question, because now they left you on a cliffhanger. Because who's going to come back for the redemption of Heyman? It's Jey Uso going to be showing up to confront them for what they did to Heyman. Will Jimmy return? Will this bring back Roman Reigns? Will CM Punk go confront the Bloodline for what they did to Paul Heyman? Because there's a deep-rooted friendship there. Are we going to see the weirdest scenario? Could Hikuleo show up, join the Bloodline 5? So you're going to have Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Leo, Jacob Fatu, and Hikuleo on one side. Could you have Roman Reigns, Jimmy and Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and CM Punk teaming up to try and take down the Bloodline, and in the end of this weird scenario? And I know that's a far-fetched story, but I mean, the people who would stand up for Heyman, I at least know that, Jay probably would. Sami might. We know Roman is, and in the history they've given him with CM Punk, especially after last week. You have to wonder how CM Punk's going to feel about Paul Heyman being taken out by the Bloodline like that. Of course, could this bring back Brock Lesnar? Because that could be an amazing match. Brock Lesnar versus Jacob Fatu. Anyway, gentlemen, I know Mr. Clarke is dying, bro, to get his message out, bro. He's over there. He's itching at he's got the itch, bro. So I'm going to give the floor to one Mr. Clarke.
I am proud of both Paul Heyman, the person, and Paul Heyman, the character, for what he went through tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Because you saw it in his reaction. Even after he said, "I acknowledge you are not my tribal chief," you saw, he knew what was going to happen. He knew he was going to pay for this.
Yes.
Yeah.
But there was just no way he was ever going to diss Roman like that by, even as a chicken shit heel, acknowledging Solo.
Well, especially when they brought out the lei. When they brought out the ceremonial lei, he flipped.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
He flipped like, where'd you get this? I mean, he was the man of 1,000 faces. It was beautiful.
I mean, just so masterfully done. And like Big Time said, where we go from here, we're going to have to see. Because there's so many different ways. We could have a whole ECW roster come out if they wanted to play that kind of a role. I don't think it's going to happen, but I'm just saying there are so many possibilities. And then for Paul
Yeah.
Heyman, the human
Yeah.
being, to actually take that damn bump, especially on the table. And
Yes.
actually, let's go before that. When Jacob Fatu did the flying headbutt, it wasn't to his shoulder like most of the time. That's where the headbutt lands. It was straight on his skull. That was a legitimate flying headbutt to the skull. That man deserves multiple awards for tonight alone. Okay.
Oh, it was a beautiful sight. I mean, he took that headbutt. I mean, he took a spike too. So I mean, Heyman taking not one, not two, but actually 3 bumps tonight. More bumps than I think we've ever seen him take in his career.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen him climb to the top of a Hell in a Cell, but I mean, tonight. Ooh,
I mean, if you're gonna do it, if Heyman was gonna do it, he did it in the right arena.
no, but well,
That's home
Yes.
to him.
That is,
Yes.
he did do it. In the right
MSG
arena.
is home to him.
Well, he is from New York. I mean, he'll tell you that
Yeah.
he's a little Jewish kid from New York. I mean, hey, it is what it is. But I mean, he did everything he
It's
needed
also where he
to.
got his start as a
Yeah.
photographer.
Yeah.
He was in the biggest arena, the biggest wrestling arena. I mean, that's the holy ground for professional wrestling. Everybody wants to go through there. But I mean, tonight he was the star of the show, even in defeat in the way that he went down. Heyman was definitely the star of the show tonight.
He gave everybody a master class in storytelling. tonight.
Heyman had a WrestleMania moment without having to be on WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Tell me when I'm telling lies, bro.
If you are a young wrestler, a hungry wrestler who's watching this podcast right now, what you saw tonight was a master class. This is the art of selling.
Hell, not even just a young wrestler. If you're a young protege of wrestling, whether you want to be a professional wrestler or even a manager or a valet or be anything in wrestling, go watch Paul Heyman. Go watch Paul Heyman back all the way into GWF days, Global Wrestling on ESPN when he was there. Go watch him in WCW in the early days when he was Paul E. Dangerously. Watch Paul E. Dangerously and Jim Cornette get into a confrontation in WCW back in the day. You want to talk about some entertaining stuff? That stuff was entertaining. Oh, Jim Cornette,
The cell
and Paul
phone.
Heyman. Yes.
That will always be.
Then go watch any documentary or go watch anybody who talks about ECW and what Paul Heyman got grown men to do for him for basically no money. Heyman got these guys to do stuff that is out of this world for no money. Yes, they were promised money, but sometimes they wouldn't get paid, and then they'd be mad at Heyman. I mean, you can go talk to him. All these guys will tell you, yeah, he gave me a check, it bounced, but then I'd go to the show and I'd start yelling at him, and he would talk me into it, and I'd be back out in the ring that night doing another match. I mean, Bubba Ray said it. I think RVD said it. Dreamers said it. I mean, all these guys have gone there not getting paid and being mad at Paul and confronting him, and then he was able to turn around. I mean, come on. And look at what Paul Heyman doesn't get enough credit because some of the biggest names of professional wrestling came through ECW that we don't even talk about. What he did for Eddie Guerrero in the beginning days. What he did for Chris Jericho, giving him the time to shine before he went to WCW.
Mysterio, Psychosis.
Yes, what he did originally for the Luchadors that came up. What he did for RVD and Tommy Dreamer and Taz. What he did for the Dudley Boys. What he did for all of these guys. Shane Douglas, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Terry Funk. What he did for Dusty Rhodes. At a time when Dusty Rhodes was in this bad spot. You know, what he did for Mick Foley. The former Cactus Jack that went to, ECW when WCW discarded him. And all these guys are gone on to be big names in the business.
Yeah.
And Paul Heyman had his fingers in all those. So we're not even pointing out guys that he had his fingers in, like a Brock Lesnar or CM Punk helping them get it over in WWE or being pushed in a way. And we can't forget
Paul Heyman went to bat for CM Punk, but CM Punk was already, kind of on the verge. He just had to get the approval of the old man.
But it was Heyman who kept fighting.
For sure.
Punk and Heyman both said how many times that WWE tried to fire him and Heyman ignored it or blew it off or didn't do it. There were plenty of times that, yes, I mean, Heyman had a lot to do. Punk was good on his own and probably could have made it if WWE would have let him, but Heyman was definitely a piece that kept being the poking of, you lost the title, poking a bear. But that's the world title that fell, not the NXT title. Anywho. And we can't forget about what Heyman's done for the Roman Reigns, the Bloodline stories, and the historical value that, I guess, runs very deep with the NYE, Mayavi, the Samoan family, and the lineage that Paul Heyman has, because that storyline goes even back further, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this is your SmackDown post-show review. We thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. We'll be live on Sunday after Forbidden Door, whenever that ends. We don't know when that's going to end, so I can't tell you we're going to be here at 8 p.m. Excuse me, Pacific time with a weekly roundup. We will be here after that ends. God forbid, unless it's like midnight and we're all like so insanely numbified that we can. I don't know how long this show's going to be. 10 matches on the regular card, 3 matches on 0 hour. This is probably going to start at 3 in the afternoon. We probably won't see an ending until 9 or 10 at night.
Well, according to them, their
Real quick,
pre-show
guys,
is going to
real
have an
quick.
overrun
This just-
of 90 minutes.
Who's going what? Who's going to have an overrun of 90 minutes?
The pre-show for Forbidden Door.
Oh, wow. Okay. Go ahead. Speak your...
This just in.
no
Mr.
tasty
Heyman
toast.
was stretchered out.
Oh, well, we figured that. I mean, got put through a table. If he didn't
Right.
get stretchered out, what?
What
We
are
all
they doing?
It's just the proper way to do it. That's a stretcher job. Let's do it that way.
He got put
Yeah.
through a table. Yes, he should be stretchered out. I'm not even shocked by that. Ladies and gentlemen,
Hey. At least it wasn't a scaffold match, okay?
Whoa!
Jim Cornette.
Ow! I've seen that fall many times, and that still hold my knees. Ow!
And that match was a scary match because look at everybody that was in that. That was some big old boys up there on a scaffold. Because if I remember, that's the Road Warriors
Yeah.
and Bubba Rogers and the Midnight Express. Yeah, it was the Road Warriors and the Midnight Express. And
yeah.
Bubba Rogers, the big boss man, was with him too. Because Rogers was supposed to catch Jim Cornette when he fell, but didn't quite get to the right spot.
Jimmy, are you okay?
Anyways, ladies and
The
gentlemen,
greatest slide ever.
yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Value Wrestling. This is your SmackDown post-show review, bro. What we're going to do now is we're going to go record a show that's going to talk about what's going on Forbidden Door, bro. We're going to talk about Tony Khan's wrestling, bro. We might cry a little bit, bro. We might have a little bit of a heartbreak, bro, but we're going to get there. We're going to do it, bro. It's going to be great stuff. You're going to see that on the Patreon page, so check the description and the link below. We're going to go to Patreon, so make sure you're checking that out. We will see you on the next one, which should be Sunday, so make sure you ring that bell for notifications. Give us a big thumbs up. The voting is tied in a 3-way between awesome, good, and average, so at least somebody thought this thing was boring. Please be ready to go check us out on Patreon. We're going to have a hot take on Forbidden Door here very shortly. We'll see you then.
I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll show up.
I had it up to 75.